So earlier today, Jason and I did a quick look at the new Manx cockpit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly from my mine. Well, actually, this is Alphaville Town Hall, if I'm not mistaken. Kansas City Town Hall. I'm going to fly from Kansas City to the rear mine, and we're going to take a look at the ship as we're flying. I enjoy the ship a lot, so let's say goodbye to the nice people here at Kansas. 8 to make them happy. Survey the plot. Yep, everything's happy. I already have the rear mine final approach fix set into the navigation unit. Gonna take the brake off and turn towards where I want to fly. Come on. Yes, I'm empty. I know I'm being lazy. I just want to get up there and get some more rear because the town needs some. Raise the landing gear, shut the landing lights off.
Gear up.
I really like the look of the inside of this ship. How cold is the ship? The ship is -6. I'm probably going to hit some icing. Icing. Yeah, I speak well, don't I? SAT's down to -16. I'm in the clouds. Probably right around 11. I'm going to hit some icing. .5. Obviously, I hit the button that's mapped on my joystick for pressing the I so that the anti-icing would turn on. I think we can turn the overhead off because it's daytime. Wasn't it so nice how that whole button lit up? Blinked at me and said, "Hey, stupid, you got ice." I think
Passing
if
sound
I...
barrier.
Yep, passing sound barrier. If I shut the, press F5 and take a look at the exterior world, we might be able to pick the sun out. I think it's going to be too far behind us to see. I don't think we're going to need sunglasses at all today. Plan to climb at this steep angle till I see the angle of attack start drifting up again. Once it drifts up, I'll probably lower the nose to about 15 and then hold 15 until I get probably to 80, 90. I don't need anti-icing anymore. We shot right through that. Probably could have gotten by without turning the anti-ice on at all. So how fast we climbed empty. So here, things we should start lowering the nose. I think we can hold off for just a little bit longer. Just changing to roll pitch versus having it in heading. I really don't care about that because I'm going to use the rudder and lateral thrust to push myself on course if I need to. Well, I will because the planet's rotating underneath me, obviously. And I should probably start lowering the nose. Isn't it nice to be up this high so fast? It's amazing how fast you can climb when you're empty. You'll notice that we have the lateral thrust going and the vertical thrust going because just trying to get up. Let's see, meter, a half meter a sec vertical. I'll probably get above 100 with that, but let's keep it going. My Q, my dynamic pressure is down to 0, so I can just aim the nose straight level. Wow. Already gonna get to 119, it says. Once we got above 100, the orbital data shows up, even though I would smack the planet at this speed. Trim the nose down just a little bit more. It looks like we were aiming up just a little bit, and we really don't need to be giving ourselves any more vertical speed here. We really need to get going horizontally faster. Okay, let's try and keep 120 again. You guys all know I love being at 120 because if I open the doors up, the ship will actually start cooling, radiating heat off instead of gaining heat. If you look at the eccentricity over on the right, the E down here underneath total period altitude at apogee, well, apsis, and eccentricity, as that gets to 0, that's when we'll be in a perfectly circular orbit. Mind you, I'm never going to get 0 because I'm doing this by hand and being lazy. Well, I'm not sure it's lazy, it's cheap. You could turn DOR on, and that would force it to get a 0. But then again, it would also be firing all the engines in various random directions at the slightest deviation from a perfectly circular orbit, and I'm really not in that much of a rush or that concerned about getting it perfect. getting close to being able to pick up a AP, the apogee, the altitude of perigee, the parasis, or whatever they call it, the real technical name, because this isn't Earth. Should be coming up any moment. Come on. There it goes. And of course, since this is only a 2,200 kilometer trip, guess what? It's time to start thinking about slowing down again already. Don't feel like coming down into the planet as suicidal re-entry, because I've got time and I can actually burn the fuel, obviously, to try and not do anything too dangerous. I probably could have gotten into about 900 kilometers and then just made a just short of suicidal re-entry, but I'm planning on reusing this ship again, turn around going back to the town with the cargo, so I don't want to heat it up too much right now. As with everything, it's a trade-off. You can trade off fuel for heat, or, well, actually, technically you're trading heat gained by using the atmosphere to slow down for fuel. If you don't use the fuel like I am, you're using the atmosphere to slow down, which generates heat, which makes it so your temperatures, your airframe temperature goes up. And if your airframe temperature goes up, then you can't reuse the ship until it cools down. I'm pretty sure I've already said things like that in some of my other videos, and if I'm getting to be repetitive, I'm sorry guys, just trying to make sure everybody knows what's going on. I'm going to bump the range out to 200 so that we can see the rear mine as soon as we can. The outer ring's 200, the inner ring's 100 kilometers. I probably should have shown you on the map that where we're going is far enough north that it's going to be pretty much still night up here, because it's fall in the northern hemisphere, I think. Now, I don't remember which direction the sun's moving, but it's darker in the north. So the south is almost fully lit. And let's see, we can tip our nose down here. Yes, we're using the down thrust to get ourselves some going down faster, because I've been busy talking again and neglecting flying. Everybody say it with me. Bad Bill. definitely going to be overshooting a little. We're going to be picking up some heat. Let's lower the nose just a little bit. Well, you know, let's push the nose down just a little more because we're not getting that much heat because we're slowing way down. Oh, stop pushing the nose forward so much, Bill. Okay, that's better. Let's crank the distance in. Get the next waypoint lined up.
Passing sound barrier.
Don't want to fall out of the sky, so let's shut the engines back to forward. A little suicidal here on the approach to the outer marker. As soon as Jason sees us, he's gonna go, "What were you doing? You're not supposed to fly like that." I'm being cheap, Jason. I don't want to overshoot. Okay. Heading. Change. And now let's slowly start pulling the nose up a little bit, so I can find out how close we actually are to being a happy camper. Well, we're not happy yet because we want that to be about a 3 degree glide slope, and it's still 15, but we've got 14 kilometers to get down. 2 more kilometers, so it's good. So who sees the runway? I see the runway. And let's tell the ship to try and bring us in close to the runway heading. If I was not empty, no, I would not be trying it like this.
1,000.
Where's that runway? It's over there. Well,
Terrain. Terrain.
oh shush.
Landing lights activated.
Landing lights on. Oh, come on, be nice.
500. Sync rate.
Stupid wind kicked up from my left-hand side and it's blowing me the wrong way. Advantage of having side thrusters, yes.
Minimums.
And since I am so light, guess what kind of landing we're doing? We're doing a vertical landing.
100. Stall. 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 50. Stall. Stall.
Put the brakes on. Ta-da! I still like this. Yeah. Talk to you guys later.